Sorry about that. Got a phone call from the boss. Yeah, so we're at 84 feet. I'm going to start pulling back. I was actually out here January 6th, and I cabled a few times. The line was all the way backed up, and I almost got my cable stuck twice. And that's when we had to call it quits and wait a week while the line drained so we could get a video inspection. There seems to be a lot of sludge in the line. This is an Orangeburg line, and I'm going to start pulling back and kind of narrate this video. So yeah, we're at complete darkness, complete black. I could not push past 84 feet. And what could be the case is there's probably two options here. Either the line is collapsed, or there's just an extreme amount of sludge, almost to the point where we literally couldn't push the camera past it. You see that sometimes in lines. We absolutely just can't push the camera past it because the sludge is just so packed in there, and obviously water is not going to be able to pass. See, as we pull back, the thickness or the darkness of the sludge is depleting, and we're starting to see some of the, the sludge, the things floating around in there. I'm going to continue to pull back. We're at 77 feet here, so that's a good 7-foot section, and continue to pull back 7 feet and plus and counting. You can see it's starting to thin up here. We're about 74 feet right here, so that's about 10 feet of pipe. My camera lens is 1.5 inches thick, so this water is at least 1.5 inches thick or more. Here we start to come out here, 71 feet. Now you can tell that that's just standing water there. As we pull out, you can see this is Orangeburg. Orangeburg is real problematic stuff. It's made of compressed tar paper and wood pulp. It actually has a life expectancy span of 50 to 70 years, whereas tile, clay tile pipe, cement, or even cast iron have life expectancies of 100, 150, sometimes even 200 years. So, I mean, you can see the difference there. Yeah, Orangeburg has 3 life stages: blistering, ovalization, and then finally collapsing. You can see some blistering up there on the top left-hand side of the screen. The bottom of the pipe's always going to be indicative of where the water is and where my light is. So the bottom of the pipe is bottom left-hand side of the screen, and you can just see the hills and the valleys there in the pipe. That's the blistering, very large blisters there. Blisters impede the flow of water and solids to the city sewer. You can see it really doesn't even look like a round pipe. I'm going to continue to pull back here. Just past 79 feet. You can see there's blister got peeled back. I'm going to continue to pull back here. 66 feet. And I guess this has been a ongoing issue here with this line backing up. On the 6th, this line was completely full all the way to the clean out. Going to continue to pull back here. Passing 61 feet. And here's pretty big blisters. These almost, I mean, it even looks like the pipe is actually closing in on itself there. That's a bit of ovalization. Going to continue to pull back. This part of the line doesn't look in too bad a shape. Got a nice round line there. I'm going to continue to pull back. Then the blisters come. A little bit of roots hanging in there. Nothing much. Don't be too concerned about. That could just be a piece of pipe hanging down too. That's the problem with this stuff. It just literally there you can see where a blister was just torn up. Probably when I was cabling the line a week ago. You can see what looks like holes there. That's just part of the layers of tar paper blistering up, then getting ripped off with the cable. Continue to pull back here. Passing 45 feet. The bottom of the pipe just looks real rugged. We're at 40 feet. And we're having an aspect change. The bottom of the pipe now is on the top of the screen. I think that was a root, some roots up there at that joint. There you can see that blister there at the bottom of the pipe. Or the pipe is actually looking like it's, yeah, that's looks like a whole layer of the pipe there is completely come off the side of the wall. That is not good. That's not good. That looks actually like a you can see it moving. Yeah, that. So here at about 37 feet, we got a good chunk of the wall just hanging there. Wall of the pipe. I want to see if I can. Yeah. Yep. That's not good. It's only a matter of time before that totally gives way, and the integrity of the pipe is absolutely in jeopardy there. So that's it can be real problematic. Orangeburg is not the best stuff. I'm going to continue to pull back now. Like I said, that was about 37 feet, 37.5. that's a pretty large section there. You can see, you can follow that ridge there. Going to continue to pull back. There were parts of this pipe that looked like it had good, you know, good shape. Didn't look like it was blistered too much. But then, you know, as we continued, the pipe really let us see in what condition it's in. Just past 30 feet. Past 24 feet. The bottom of the pipe is in the left-hand top corner where the light's at. Well, we got a pretty good root intrusion here at 20 feet. Pretty large root intrusion here. And that's, pretty sure that's where we transition from the Orangeburg to the cast. There's something in there. I'm not sure what that is. It moved though. It's a piece of debris in the pipe right at this 20-foot juncture. Going to continue to pull back. There's another piece. Not sure what that is. Debris in the line. Going to continue to pull back. We're still in the Orangeburg. That was not a transition from Orangeburg to cast. We're still in Orangeburg. Passing in 13 feet now. Continuing to pull back. A little bit of roots hanging in there. Continue to pull back. There's another piece of debris that looks like the same stuff that we just passed. It's like if I had to guess, it looked like a piece of iron or rock, I think. I'm not 100% sure. That's about the third. That's the third piece. As you know, we just saw. Camera got a little fogged up. We're in the cast iron, coming up out of this clean out here. Just a short bit. Cast iron usually stubs out from the house about 3 to 5 feet. We're coming up to clean out now that we're doing the inspection from. And here's the clean out we've done the inspection from in the downstairs basement. Again, this is David Lane. I'm with Bulldog Rooter. Today's date's January 13th, 2017, and this will conclude your video inspection.